Warm welcome to you from Geneva, Switzerland. This is Reda Sadki from the Geneva Learning Foundation. In just over 4 minutes, as you can see, we're going to be kicking off not the conference, which is taking place, which will open on the 26th of January, but the Teach to Reach rehearsal. And this is a second rehearsal. If you're a participant in Teach to Reach and you indicated you were interested in testing the platform and so on, this is the day. And we have some exciting updates about the conference itself. We'll be showing you how it's going to work, showing you all of the exciting segments of the program, sessions in the program, giving you a little bit of a teaser about the speakers. We have some exciting speakers that have just confirmed a few minutes ago, and we'll be sharing those. Everything today it's a rehearsal, but there are hundreds of participants in today's rehearsal, and we hope you'll be very much a part of it. If you are watching in the plenary, meaning you are participating in the rehearsal, warm welcome to you. And if you're watching on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you may be, a warm welcome to you as well. It's not too late to register for the conference. I'll be sharing the information again a little bit later. Let me see, where is yes, it's here. Yes, so this is the main page to register. And you can see there are 7 days, 22 hours, 2 minutes, and 45 seconds to still secure your seat. How do you do that? You request your free conference registration here, put in your name and email, and then you will receive an email. You have to first agree to receive emails from Learning.Foundation, from the Geneva Learning Foundation, and then you'll be able to get to this screen and actually get your ticket. If you're country-based immunization staff, the good news is that the conference is entirely free for you, and you can but you still need a ticket, even if it's free. So we'll be telling you all about that in just a few minutes, just over 2 minutes before we kick off rehearsal number 2 for the Teach to Reach conference. We have a lot of exciting news, and if you're in the rehearsal, a warm welcome to you as well. See you in a minute. Warm welcome to you. I'm Rida Sadki from the Geneva Learning Foundation, calling in from Geneva, Switzerland. This is not the conference yet. Hold on a second. This is actually rehearsal number 2. What it means is that hundreds of participants who are getting ready for the Teach to Reach conference have joined the conference platform. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what that looks like. Here we are, and you can see the plenary. Actually, for some reason, this switched over to French. Let me go back to English. And the plenary is live now. So today's rehearsal is really to provide an opportunity for everyone who's registering for the conference, who's registered or can still register. And these are the last few days. So don't delay. You have 7 days, 21 hours, 59 minutes, and 10 seconds to make sure to secure your seat. So do not delay any further. Now, this is a rehearsal, but we have lots of exciting news to share with you, starting with this one. Are you ready? We now have 4,226 immunization professionals from over 90 countries registered for this conference. You can see there's around 2,000 francophones and a little bit more anglophones. So it is not too late to register. This is for everyone involved in immunization, anyone involved in the introduction of COVID-19 vaccine. This is a conference you do not want to miss because it is a D-8, 8 days remaining until we get into this conference. What is it about? What is it for? It's about improving immunization training. It's figuring out you can build vaccine factories, but how can you actually get people ready, help people learn the skills, the competencies, the leadership, what they need to be able to do in order to deliver the results. And we're calling COVID-19 vaccine introduction the ultimate Teach to Reach challenge. Now, the organizing team, and there are several members of the organizing team in the room with me that you're going to hear from, represents 35 countries. You can see them here. Participants are from all over the world. We have 24 global and regional partners so far, including WHO and Gavi that are very close, that we're working with very closely, as well as I'm proud to announce, or will be announcing officially within later this week, but we can already say that our friends at the Sabin Vaccine Institute are going to be doing this conference hand in hand with us, and we're super pleased to have them with us. Registered Francophone participants, you can see that the DRC, Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast, Cameroon are well represented. And for Anglophone participants, the countries with the greatest number of participants are Nigeria, Ghana, India, Kenya, Pakistan, in that order. That does not mean that whether you are or not from those countries, all countries are welcome, and you can see there's still lots of room in the conference, even though you do want to hurry up and get your conference ticket because the numbers are limited. So I'm going to stop here before I tell you what are your next steps to participate in the conference, because I'd like to hear from members of the organizing committee and country team leaders from what we call the Impact Accelerator to introduce themselves. So I'd like to ask if you could either raise your hand or just unmute your microphone so we could hear from you. What are you expecting from the conference? What are you thinking and feeling about the conference? The floor is yours. So let's hear from, Ndayo Iwat from Nigeria. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Reda. Thank you, Reda. Thank you, everybody else. Good to be here with you, Reda, and everybody else. I'm the country lead for the conference organizing committee, Nigeria. This is to inform us that the country organizing committee team is doing very well. We have had a couple of meetings, planning meetings, and we have had contact with our national immunization team. We have contacted the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Health, and we have contacted the Chief Executive Officer for National Public Healthcare Development Agency, and then most importantly, the operations level, that is the 36 states of the country and the Federal Capital Territory Chief Executive Officers of the state primary healthcare boards. These are the custodians, the drivers of vaccination in the field. And as you may be aware, Nigeria is gearing up towards introducing the vaccine towards the end of this month, January 2021. we hopefully by first week of February, we should be on the field immunizing frontline health workers in isolation and treatment centers. And we are also hoping to get the elderly who are vulnerable and are having comorbidity on board, 50 years and above. And we are also looking at top government functionaries and then top political office holders. So we are really getting up towards this. And hopefully with the communication that we have done, we are expecting our national team members to key to this conference. We are still discussing with them. I appreciate the country scholar team lead and then the COVID-19 focal point for Nigeria. They are wonderful people. We have a great team in Nigeria. And Reda, I have to thank you very sincerely, Charlotte. Wonderful team. You are doing so well from your best. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Endayo Iwat, who is the Teach to Reach focal point for the country of Nigeria, which is sending many, many participants. And there is still room for more. If you work in immunization, whether you're in Nigeria or any other country, you're welcome to join us for this conference. Why? We'll be talking about the ultimate Teach to Reach challenge, which is COVID-19 vaccine introduction. In the same room with us are a number of scholars, members of the organizing committee of this conference, and team leaders from India. So I would like now to ask for a representative, a member of the organizing committee from India, to tell us what does it look like. We have seen in the news and we have heard through the COVID-19 Peer Hub that India is moving forward with introducing a COVID-19 vaccine. We'd love to hear from one of our members from India. So I see Sohini Sanyal, Tanushri Mandal. There may be others whose names I'm not immediately recognizing. So Tanushri or Sohini, what is happening within the India country team? You are also sending a large number of participants to this conference. What would you like to tell the participants who joined the rehearsal today and those who are perhaps hearing about this conference for the first time?
Hi, Rita.
Yes, Sohini.
Hi, everyone. So, we are all very excited about the conference. We are spreading the word. And yes, the number of participants from India are quite a few, and we hope there will be more. And yes, as you rightly said, we are running the largest vaccination drive started on 16th of January for COVID-19 vaccine introduction. We've been seeing photos from all over the country on our social media as well, and it just looks amazing. It looks great to see how the health workers, for a change, they are the priority. They're the first to receive the vaccines, and I think it's just wonderful. So we've vaccinated about 1.9, so that's 190,000 healthcare workers in the first day. So yeah, it's a great momentous time in history for all of us, and the Teach to Reach conference will definitely add value to everyone who is involved in immunization in any country, especially because I think the learnings that they will take right now from the conference can be easily and quickly used in the COVID-19 vaccine drive, which will be very, very helpful to all participants. And I don't know if Tanushri wants to add something more, because she's, helping us with our country presentation. So maybe
Indeed.
if Tanushri wants to
Dr.
add
Tanushri Mandal from West Bengal is very dedicated member of the organizing committee, and as I understand it, because your team leader is actually busy with COVID-19 vaccine introduction, you have been asked to present on behalf of the country team from India. Tanushri, welcome. What are you feeling right now about this conference? What difference do you feel it can make? And what will you tell us? What can we expect from your presentation? That's 3 questions already. Over to you.
Thank you, Reda. I'm very pleased to speak on this platform. Actually, yes, Sohini had said a very good thing about the introduction and the rollout of the vaccine in India. And in this conference, in this Teach to Reach conference, I want to impress upon the fact that a lot of, technological advancement has been made. We know that we have already heard about CoWIN software, So India has made use of this software basically, and in the Seek to Reach conference, we are aiming to look for those new training technologies. We are looking for those basic things that can really make a difference in capacity building and strengthening the health system. So we have in our store a lot of things, new technologies that not only we apply to health workers, but it will help in the sustaining the program for a long term and reap a lot of benefits. So we are looking forward to it, and we are in the process, and I'm very hopeful that I'll be able to do justice on behalf of the existing team leader, Dr. Tanvi. So I look forward to it. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you. The peer, so this conference is very much about countries, immunization professionals from all over the world supporting each other. Immunization professionals from all over the world sharing experience. And of course, India being one of the first so-called developing countries to roll out, to introduce this vaccine. We are hoping to see a strong contribution, a strong presence from you and your team in this conference. Great, thank you. Tanushree, I just want to stop to acknowledge some of the messages that are coming in. So first of all, let me see. So Amel says hello to everyone. Remember to tell us if you can tell us the city and country that you're coming from. Let's see, Atahir Abubakar. Hello everyone from Nigeria. This will be another exciting rehearsal. It's just a rehearsal, but it's already a lot of experience being shared between and a lot of learning going on. Kone Bawasungalo from Abidjan in Ivory Coast. So Anne Bawa. Betty Raymond, One's Love. Happy to be with you. Good afternoon. Ruth Olote connecting from Accra, Ghana, who says it's great to be here. And Dupe Akisanya Orolugbagbe, who says it's nice being here. Nabila Shabir Ahmed and Mariam Bello. I'll stop here for now because I actually want to show you where is here. And we are talking about the rehearsal for the Teach to Reach conference. You can see this is the venue. This is where the conference takes place. So this is our conference hall. It's fully digital. Hello back to Dr. Subhendu Ray from India, member of the organizing committee. And actually we want all of the participants to be inside the rehearsal on the stage where you can actually see this plenary session. And then at the half-hour mark, we will stop the live stream on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. And every participant who's came to this rehearsal will be invited to go to the sessions. So what happens in the sessions? If you are a participant, you will join this tutorial in English for conference participants. What happens inside the tutorial? We will show you how to participate fully in this conference. This may be your first time attending a digital conference or this one using this particular platform. So that is where you will get practical hands-on help. Second, if you are a conference contributor, so if you are a conference partner, speaker, panelist, session owner, so you're actually taking responsibility for a session, or you're a member of the organizing committee, then you will go, it's still inside the sessions here, but you will go to training for conference contributors. And there you will actually get to practice how to share your video and audio, how to share your screen, and really the practical aspects of how this works. After the sessions, then you'll go to the networking. Networking is kind of neat. You click on Ready. I'm not going to do it now, but it's a lot of fun. You will be randomly matched with someone else in a conference. Could be anybody from any country, just they speak the same language. Anglophones with Anglophones, Francophones with Francophones. We actually have a ticket for bilinguals, but that's something I'll tell you about a little bit later. What you do in the networking, you click, you have 3 minutes to introduce yourselves, and then you both have to make a decision. If you both agree to stay connected, then you will find that person's contact information in your profile inside the conference. Last but not least is the expo. So what can you do there? We will have, this is just a rehearsal. We'll have many booths from partners, and you'll be able to go into a booth and Yes, get resources, get basically freebies, watch videos, engage with the conference partners. And there are no longer 24, but I think it's 44 partners for the Teach to Reach conference. So that's the rehearsal. But before I go any further, I want to tell you a little bit about what are your next steps to prepare for the conference. So this is really for the people who are in the rehearsal. You're welcome to watch, of course, and it's not too late to actually join this conference. So you can still grab a ticket and join. If you're a country-based immunization professional, it is free. And yes, Sohini confirms the networking feature, she says, is one of her favorites. Your efforts, Amel, are also appreciated. Yes, Modupe, roles. We appreciate all participants in this conference. So here's a little bit of this is a bit of text dense stuff that we have to give to you and call your attention to it. So first of all, even if you've already registered, so yes, you're a registered participant, but now you need your ticket. All right. To get into the conference, you're going to get your ticket. And I'm actually going to, pleased to share with you the actual conference page, so not the rehearsal page. And you can see there's already 478 people who have already gotten their ticket. And we know there are over 4,200 people who have registered for the conference. There's still a few seats left. So if if you're ready, if you're interested in figuring out how to improve immunization training and how to improve, so that training becomes a best buy for you in your work, for your immunization program, for your country. That's what this conference is about. Now, a little bit about the practical aspects. When you reach this page, you'll receive an email. So watch your email, make sure it doesn't go into spam. And then what you do is you go to that email, you click on the link that says, get your ticket. All right. And this is where you end up. What do you do here? You go to the ticket side on the right-hand side, and for most people, country-based immunization staff, that's who this conference is being organized by. There's an organizing committee made up of country-based immunization staff from 35 different countries. Click there if that's you. If you speak French or if you're bilingual, you have separate tickets. And of course, if you're a global immunization professional and you're not a Teach to Reach partner, you can purchase your ticket here. Now, once you've selected your ticket, you go to checkout, and I'm going to show you how this works. So here's where some people might get confused or lost. You have to do two separate things. In order to get your ticket, there's a preliminary step, which is you have to create your profile. You have to tell this hopin.com conference platform who you are. So you're going to go in here. I'm going to put in my name. So don't type in my name, all right? Put in yours. I'm going to put in my email. And you'll put in your email. And then this is the really important part. Lots of people get tripped up on this. They'll type in the password because they're in a hurry to get their ticket. And then they'll forget what password they used. Or they have several emails. They have a Gmail, a Hotmail, a Yahoo email, and they won't remember which ones they actually use. So be careful you don't get tripped up here. Then you click on I agree, and then click on sign up. As soon as you do that, you're in. But that also means if you made a mistake, a typo, a spelling mistake in your email or in your name, it's going to be there. There's no confirmation that will let you know that there can be a problem there. So here now you are inside the real conference platform, not the rehearsal, and you can see the event is starting in 1 week. So what can you do? You can create your profile. But until then, the other thing you can do, so click here if you want to create your profile, and here you can put in your what you call yourself, a link for your website, a link for your Twitter and LinkedIn and so on. And then the other thing you can do is you can add the conference to your calendar. We know you're busy, so if it's not in your calendar, you'll probably end up with meetings and other things happening then. So click on that. All right. And if you use Outlook, click on Outlook, and boom, you get a little calendar notification that you can use. You can see that the chat has already started here, but we're going to go one better. Tomorrow, all registered conference participants are going to receive the invitation to join a Telegram group where everyone, all the thousands of participants in the conference, will be able to speak to each other. So you can see there's quite a bit of going on here. You have polls, and then you can see who's actually in the conference here. And you can see there's So this is the real conference. So this is who has actually registered, not the rehearsal. So remember, there's two different things. They look a lot alike, but they're not. All right. So that is, what I can tell you to get your ticket. And remember again that you have not too much time. Let's look at exactly how much time you have. I go back to the Teach to Reach page on the Learning.Foundation website. You can see here that you have 7 days, 21 hours, 39 minutes, and 45 seconds to get your ticket. Let's see. Mohammed Imran says, very much excited, connecting from Facebook. And Dr. Tanushree Mandal always has great comments to share. Learning by exploring, that's what Hopin is, quite interesting. Hopin portal is nice. And yes, that's the name of the platform that we are using. Yes, there are polls. We'll be sharing some of those. And thank you, Subhandu. We agree. We think it's going to be a great learning experience and look forward to it. We have now 10 minutes left in this session before we go. So let me explain to you what you're going to do. You can see here that the stage is live here. All right. And that's where we are now. If you're watching this inside the conference rehearsal, that's where we are now. But next, we're going to go to the sessions. And here, if you're a conference participant attending this rehearsal, go to the tutorial in English for conference participants. And if you are a conference contributor, if you're a partner, speaker, panelist, session owner, member of the organizing committee, go to the training for conference contributors. So that's it for the tutorial. There'll be more. You'll get to practice and really make sense of this environment so you can be ready for the conference on the 26th of January. All right, let me turn to Charlotte. Charlotte, how are you feeling? What's on your mind now as we are 8 days away from this conference? Let me see if Charlotte is here. I know she was having connectivity issues and it looks like she's not with us. Is there someone else in the room who would like to share? What are you feeling? Yes, we're at D-8. Would love just raise your hand or simply unmute yourself. We'd love to hear from you. And for participants who are joining this rehearsal for the first time, only the organizing committee participated in last week's rehearsal. Please do unmute yourself. And let's hear what you have to say about this experience. Let's go to Satabdi Mitra. Satabdi, what are your thoughts? What are you thinking and feeling about this conference as we're 8 days away from it now?
Hello, everyone. Hi, Rita, and all the participants present now. I'm very much excited to be in the conference because it's a very good learning experience through which we are going on. And one thing is that Shohini has mentioned, just few days back, we have launched the largest vaccination drive, that is COVID-19 vaccination in our country. In my state, we have also started this. Though still now I have not been vaccinated, I have not received the message. I'm waiting for that also. And I also looking forward to share my experience in the conference because it's also something we are I am going through the learning process as well as a nice, very challenging experience. And one thing that in some other platform, that is from the WHO Adaptive Leadership Platform, Dr. Eric and No that mentioned, success is not always visible. And I think this is a very wonderful word. I think that with all of you, especially of Dr. Reda and Shalini, Shohini and all others, inspiration, we are going forward and looking for a great success of our very own conference. Thank you. That's all from me.
Great, thank you. Thank you so much. And I see actually some big news coming in via the comments. So first of all, Mohammed Imran Qureshi, Dr. Qureshi, who says that from Pakistan, who says his EPI director has accepted the invitations to join. And here we have Tanushree Mandal confirming that the EPI manager of India accepted the invitation to join. I'm also going to do a little bit of a reveal only just for folks who are in the rehearsal. We have confirmed that our three plenary speakers will be Dr. Kate O'Brien, who is the Director of the Immunization, Vaccines and Biologicals Department at WHO headquarters, Violaine Mitchell, Director of Partnerships from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and Aradhana Gupta, Deputy Chief Executive Officer of Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, will all be speaking at the opening plenary of the conference. So that's a little bit of a reveal. It's not too late to get your ticket. We have just 5 minutes left. And again, register now. You have 7 days, 21 hours, 34 minutes as we're recording this, as we're live streaming this. And what will we be doing at this conference? There are 4 tracks: practical advice and guidance for immunization staff who want to improve training, learning in the pandemic, engaging with peers to discuss what we've learned, learning innovation, and learning leadership. Now, what I can show you also is what we're actually going to be, what you're actually going to find in the conference program. We did not have that last week, so I'm super pleased to be sharing this with you as well. So we have the program. The mornings, Geneva time, will be in French. So we'll have 3 hours in the morning in French and then 3 hours in the afternoon in English. So let me skip to the first day just to show you what that looks like. So we have the opening ceremony and welcome message. We have an instant remote coffee, so you'll be able to do a lot of networking. This is going to be a very social, community-driven, community-led, and community-owned conference. We'll be discussing health system strengthening with Gavi. We'll be looking at a transformative learning approach. So for those of you who are in the COVID-19 Peer Hub, there'll be a great presentation really trying to honor what you have put into the Peer Hub and demonstrating what kind of learning it is. More networking, talking about the problem-solving capabilities of subnational staff, how people who work in health facilities in districts are constantly having to solve problems, and that is learning too. We'll have, we're super pleased that the Sabin Vaccine Institute and the Boost community will be our silver partner for this conference. We'll have bottom-up learning innovations with Gavi, and then more instant remote coffee. So we call it, if you're familiar, if you've taken the Scholar course, we do something called the remote coffee. You'll be able to do that for 3 full days. So that's what we've got coming up ahead. I'm going to ask for one last testimonial from either a member of the organizing committee or a country team leader before we move to the sessions. So again, right after you go to the, let me see where, here, right after we finish this plenary, we'll be going to the sessions, and that is where you'll go either to the tutorial in English for conference participants, or if you're a conference contributor, be going to the sessions, but join the training for conference contributors session. So one final word. We have a couple of minutes before we ask everyone to leave the plenary and go back to go to the sessions for really practical hands-on training, so you can be sure to make the best use of the conference that you can. Who will be our last speaker today? I see Charlotte is still having connection difficulties, otherwise I would have asked her, but would love to hear from another member of the organizing committee. Over to you. Right? And a very quiet organizing committee, which is fine. I know there's a lot of excitement in countries with everything that is going on. And it looks like we're going to end here. Just to give you one more sneak preview before you go into, we'll have country workshops. So country teams are actually preparing to present and report in plenary. You're going to hear from all the country teams in a single session, really reporting on just one achievement of the country team, how the country team made up of alumni from the Impact Accelerator, from the COVID-19 Peer Hub, from Teach to Reach, has helped achieve EPI goals, has helped progress immunization program performance. Then the thematic workshops and hesitancy, reporting from the preliminary results of the COVID-19 Pulse, 2,274 respondents telling us, updating us on what the what it looks like, the COVID-19 pandemic, and specifically its impact on immunization services. Teach to Reach project implementation will be looking at many projects, hearing from firsthand how people successfully improved immunization training and supervision for COVID-19 vaccine country readiness. That one we'll be doing with WHO. Health systems strengthening with Gavi, pivoting training during the pandemic, learning innovation, and that is what will be at the Teach to Reach conference starting next Tuesday. You can still register, still get a ticket. It's the last few days. What I'm going to ask now is for everyone to leave the plenary. So if you're participating in the rehearsal, move to the sessions. If you've been watching us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, thank you. And you know what you need to do next is actually to secure your seat in the conference itself. You can see here, you go to learning.foundation and register for the conference. You have 7 days, 21 hours, 29 minutes, and 30 seconds to still do it. Thank you so much. And now over to the sessions. Look forward to seeing you there as well. Really focusing on today in the rehearsal and practical aspects of what you need to know and be able to do to fully benefit from this conference. Keep sharing it with others. Make sure that your colleagues in your country, your colleagues where you work, everywhere are in fact ready and aware of this amazing opportunity for them. Thank you once again. Take care. We're now going to do a rewind of the messages, but really, if you're participating in rehearsal, go to the sessions now. Thank you. So please move to the sessions now. We're going to close down the Zoom room for members of the organizing committee who are here, and we're just rewinding the comments. We're at D-8. There are just 8 days left until this conference. So please move to the sessions if you haven't already. Nothing further is happening in the Zoom room, so please go to the sessions and take care.